day 87 at 3:30 p.m. on a... What's today? Saturday? Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's real weird. Just a heads up, sorry if you're waiting for YouTube uploads of 100 Line. Those are going to be a little slow, as I need time to edit some of those, so that YouTube doesn't age-gate them, like the shitheads they are. Also, if you're pissed off at the idea of Twitch, twitch.tv, where you're watching this right now, using your streaming data to train generative AI bullshit, go scream at your Twitch senators right now. I don't have any links, but you know where to find them, probably. It's fucked up, and tell them to fuck off and die or something. Don't tell them that. Tell them to be nicer about it, right? They like getting their dick sucked. They don't like getting meaned at. They're piss babies like that. Anyway, day 87. That time already, huh? It's been a while since the last time I spent the night in this room. After we went our separate ways last night, I couldn't sleep a wink. In the end, nothing else happened, but the vibe between all of us had changed. Maybe the killer really is one of us. Thrown in the chaos by the terrifying possibility, everyone seemed content to stay holed up in their rooms. Guess I'll head over to the cafeteria. There's bound to be someone there. I was hopeful, but in the end the cafeteria was empty.
Huh?
What should I do today? Doesn't seem like there's gonna be much teamwork. I aimlessly walked around the schoolyard, looking up at the sky. Ah, shit, I forgot to... Hang on. Still the magic fix. Don't know why. Don't care. The blue sky filled my field of vision. A comfortable breeze grazed my cheeks, and yet the inside of my head was anything but refreshing and idyllic.
We can't keep going like this. We still have to fight the invaders.
I was slumped down murmuring to myself when I felt a strange presence behind me. Oh, was it Old Man? I quickly whirled around, only to see something that made me doubt my eyes. Hi, Grandpa.
What? How?
You Earthlings truly do resemble us in some ways. You appear to
Why
be
isn't
the
Earth capitalized?
commander here.
It's literally a proper noun.
Without any
What?
of your soldiers. Unimpressive.
This man is a commander? But how? I thought we beat them all. Who is this guy? What happened to the alarm? What was even happening? I was completely overwhelmed with confusion. Takumi, get away from him! Those words finally brought me back to my senses, and I quickly leapt back. How did you get on the premises without the alarm sounding? Alarm? What are you even talking about? Don't tell me he went straight through the undying flames. Are you alone? Usually the commanders bring their minions. I don't like them. They go against my principles. That woman is deranged for using them in battle. That woman ordered me to destroy this place. Hiriko, quickly, go tell everyone we're under attack. Very well. No need to rush. I want to know who all of you are. Now prepare for battle. All will be understood when we cross weapons. With that, the commander turned away and put some distance between us. What is with this guy? He's clearly different from the others we've faced. Everyone quickly gathered in the schoolyard, jolted by nervous tension upon seeing the lone commander. Let's do this, everyone. It's time for another battle. Ah, sheesh, if we have to. Sir Takumi, give us your orders. You got it. Defensive battle initiate. Oh, sick. Just in the courtyard. In the front lawn. Gonna get blood all over the hydrangeas, dude. Blood dranges. Do plants like blood? Is, like I know plants like shit. Like plants fucking love fecal, but what about blood? Are there blood plants? What? How do carnivore, like how do Venus flytraps and pitcher plants get their sustenance from bugs? Like what nutrients are they specifically getting out of them?
God of the planet.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Hear my plea and lend me thy strength. Blood of my bond release!
Oh shit. Grandpa's grandpaing. Man, this is fucking elder abuse. Old man calling another old man old.
I'm an old-fashioned man. I need to fight someone to understand what they're about. Come, take up your arms. Show me just who you really are.
Ooh. Is it a threat or a promise? What? Anyway, please let me skip. Please let me skip. I have a lot of mandatory battles ahead of me. I've been a little bit naughty. I didn't spoil too much about anything. I didn't spoil any names or any events or anything. But I might have been a little bit naughty because I'm feeling a little bit of a burnout on 100 line. We'll talk about it when it's time to talk about it.
What a powerful foe! It's so hard to counter his moves.
Spoiler alert, there's gonna be a season 3 of 100 line, and I'm not talking about the DLC.
His attacks are certainly
We'll talk about it.
but our
Maybe
attacks
today
aren't hardly
even,
doing anything to him.
if there's time.
It seems like that may be his ability. That might be what got him through the wall of fire.
Are we gonna use the glue trap on him? Are we gonna stick him to the fucking floor?
Going, everyone.
Damn it! I hate work without pay.
Shut up,
Let's
Taku.
make this quick.
So this is it then.
Oh yeah, we don't have poison traps this time. How are we gonna deal with them? Wait, did you just fucking leave? He just left! Oh, that's really funny. I get the gist of what you're all about. He de-transformed? Why? Hold on, doesn't this give us an opening? We can get him now! No, hold on. What, dude? What's the matter? I wasn't sure why myself. I think I was overwhelmed. As a mere ordinary human, I couldn't help but be cowed by the dignified conduct of this lion of a man standing before us. I understand you now. You seem a bit different from the wicked and cruel invaders I was told about. I want to hear it straight from the source. What are you fighting for? Why are you asking us that? Coming back from death after death to fight again, do you live solely to fight in this war? That would make you no different from those abominable combat organisms created by that woman. Are you comparing us to that cannon fodder? So that's how you refer to them too. Cannon fodder. Guinea pigs, slaves, playthings. Do you consider that sense of superiority to be something like wisdom? I suppose all living creatures reach the same endpoint eventually. What are you getting at? Are you telling us to surrender? If we do, we'll all be killed, won't we? I doubt Veshnus would let us live. Then shouldn't you simply accept death? Stop messing with us. We're not gonna give up on life. We swore we'd all survive this. That's what pulled us out of our despair. That's why we... My vision lurched. There was a loud thump. When I saw the great blue sky unfurled overhead, I realized what had happened to me. I'd been beheaded.
Takumi!
I don't know why. That line got to me. The moment I heard Hiriko's voice in the distance, my vision turned red. Then from red to black. My whole world was enveloped in darkness. Time skip, time skip, time skip. Oh. Finally, I can think again. How much time had gone by? My head ached as if it was being bludgeoned by a blunt instrument. An endlessly drawn-out agony suffocating me. And then it all suddenly eased off. Suddenly, I was awake. I was in a familiar place. My room. Takumi! Oh, thank goodness you're awake. Are you okay? Yeah, but what's going on? What happened to me? Well, the commander suddenly lopped off your head. Of course, we brought you back right away with the Revive-O-Matic, but you weren't waking up, so we carried you back to bed. So what happened to that Dalsha guy? How did the battle go after I was gone? After he killed you, he just left. He said he'd be back soon. What do you mean? I have no idea, but I can tell you what he said before he left. According to Nozomi, Dalsha was the father of Squad 1 Commander Mervram. He wasn't looking to avenge his son, and everyone sensed there was some friction between him and Veshnas. I see. Well, how's everyone else doing? Because he's such a strong enemy, we realized we needed to come up with a plan or we'd be in trouble. But the others are still scared that the killer may be one of us. Everyone's so tense they're not getting anywhere. Right. I don't know if they'll hear me out, but I'll try to get through to them. Thanks. We won't survive this if we don't cooperate. Aren't you scared, Nozomi? The killer might be hiding somewhere nearby. Sure, I'm scared, but I don't want to suspect my friends. I won't believe that the killer is one of us. It's easier to doubt than to trust, but we don't know anything for sure. Nozomi looks so much like Karo to me in that moment. I'm sure Karo would have said the same thing in a situation like this. Oh, right. Tsubasa said she had something to report to everyone. Now that you're awake, we should meet up with them all in the cafeteria. Okay, let's go. So, Takumi, you're awake? I was a little worried. I know things are bad, but it's not like we know for sure you're not the killer, so... Shut up. It wasn't just Gaku. I can feel an air of awkwardness hanging over everybody. But I was still happy that everyone came to see me now that I'd recovered. Good, your head's back where it belongs. Yeah, somehow, but getting beheaded is not great. It really hurts, actually. Imagine that. You could learn to love it. Want to give it another shot? I'd be happy to help. I'll pass, thanks. More importantly, Tsubasa said she had something to report. Oh, right. I ran some analyses on the thieving invader from earlier. First of all, that device it had on it was a jammer. A jammer. That's a device meant to interfere with electrical signals. It's used to scramble transmissions, radio waves, and the like. Why would an invader need something like that? Also, wasn't that the detonator? I thought it was the I'll try to explain. I found a recording device in the remains of the invader. A recording device? Was anything on it? It had everything from voice data to activity logs. I think it was forcibly implanted into the little guy to monitor it. It's amazing the device was still intact. Its host was rigged to explode. You'd think that'd also be designed to automatically erase all the data. The signal from the jammer worked a little too well and ended up practically jamming the signal on the remote detonation device. So the bomb only partially detonated. Normally it would have been completely blown to smithereens, but the explosion was unusually diminished. That's not how explosions and bombs I see. So that's how some parts survived. So I examined the data and learned a few things. Like how long the invader had been in the school.
It came here during the defensive battle on day 21. It didn't want to fight, so it ran away from its unit and hid in the school ever since.
It was hiding here since day 21? That thing has...
Hang on. Okay.
Real talent as a shinobi.
The invaders wouldn't just let it run away scot-free. Deserters are usually punished harshly. That would mean all manner of torture, punishment, and discipline, right?
What's even the difference between any of those?
Anyway, the invader exploded because the bomb used to execute deserters was activated, but the reason it managed to hide out for more than 60 days was because of that jammer. With that thing, it was able to avoid being tracked and blown up by Commander.
I see. So it came prepared.
But when we found it, Gaku pulled off the jammer and the bomb inside of it went off.
Then Hiruko threw it in the air, and it got blown apart.
So that's what happened. Does that mean when we heard sounds coming from the school that one night, that was the invader too? If we're talking about day 43, then definitely yes. It was all in the activity log. Day 43. That's the day Moko was killed. Nozomi and Moko came to my room that night. Huh. So that invader was moving around the night of Day 43? Then that means the killer really could have been the invader. Unfortunately, no. I checked the recorder data against the estimated times of the killings, but it doesn't line up. Oh. That's all for my report. I was hoping to find some information that might give us a clue about the killer. Now it's clear the invader was innocent, which means one of us is a freaking murderer! The mystery is solved. It's not solved. No, it's not! Not even close! Yelling is just a waste of energy. It's not like we're gonna inspire the killer to reveal themselves. Shut up! We're all gonna get killed here and you're lecturing me! Wait, hold on. Is it you? Stop it, Gaku. We're not gonna solve this by blindly pointing fingers. So, what do we do about Dalsha? We'll have to figure something out between us. We can't just ignore him. Well, then we should all stay here, right? The killer can't strike if we're all together. Well, let's do that. Any objections, Gaku? Whatever. Fine. The worst they can do is set us on fire again. Okay. After that, we discussed strategies for beating Dalsha. But the mood was so horrible we couldn't even begin to decide what we needed to do. In the end, the day ended with no real progress made. Oh, I'm so tired. With a sigh, I flopped into my bed. Oh, my head hurts. It's throbbing. Must be the stress. First the killer, and now Dalsha. There's so much I need to think about, but I don't want to think about anything anymore. My entire body was exhausted. I couldn't even bring myself to move. Gradually, my eyelids grew heavy. Just before I fully gave in to sleep, I could have sworn I saw a flickering flame out of the corner of my eye. Ghost boy? Weird. Who's here this late at night? Cautiously, I sat in bed and waited to see what happened next. They rang again. Maybe it's an emergency. Something might have happened, but I should keep my guard up. Just in case, I held my infuser behind my back as I opened the door. I warily cracked it open to find... Tsubasa, what's up? Sorry, I know it's late. I probably woke you up. Don't worry about it. Did something happen? Well, actually, I've been analyzing the remains of that invader for a while now, and I think something's missing. Judging from the shape of the hole, it's probably some kind of external storage. Like a memory card or something? Exactly. It might have gotten dislodged and blown somewhere during the explosion. I thought about waiting until tomorrow, but I think the sooner we find it, the better. So, you came to ask me. You want me to search for this thing with you? Yeah, if you don't mind, that is. Not at all, but... Hey, I'm not the killer, you know. Me neither, but neither of us can prove ourselves innocent either. That's okay. I'm prepared to kill you if things go off the rails. That makes me feel so much better. Anyway, I'll go get ready. Sick. I know I'm stating the obvious, but it's really dark out here. God damn it. I brought flashlights. We're just gonna have to sweep the area. Tsubasa shined the flashlight on the ground and stooped over. I did the same, looking at the ground. This seems pretty inefficient. Yeah, and it's 3 days since the explosion, too. I'm pretty sure this is where it happened. This was going to be a long night. I steeled myself and set to searching with Tsubasa. But it turned out my resolve wasn't going to be needed after all. There's something on the ground here. Something small and black, covered in dirt. I picked it up, and Tsubasa practically lunged at it. Hey, let me see it. She took the thing from me and excitedly began to examine it. Good job, Takumi. This is the external storage device I was looking for. Whoa, for real? I thought that would take longer. I'm gonna analyze the data on this, too. Ooh, I can't wait to see what's on it. If they felt the need to blow up that invader to keep it away from us, there might be some important secret intel on it. I'm excited too, but try not to overwork yourself, okay? You can't keep working such long hours every day. Nah, don't worry. I'm done for today. Let's head back. Looking satisfied, Tsubasa put away the storage device and started to walk back to the school in high spirits. We found what she was looking for without anything bad happening. Thank goodness. On top of that, we might even get some new information. My steps were suddenly feeling lighter. On the way back at the edge of the courtyard... Why are we in the courtyard? Tsubasa suddenly stopped and peered into my face. So, who do you think the killer is? Why are you bringing that up all of a sudden? I just wanted to ask. I honestly have no idea. But I feel like I might even want to know. I'll be shocked no matter who it turns out to be. Yeah, same here, but whoever they are, they can't get away with this. Yeah, I think we agree on that. Wouldn't it be crazy if the killer really showed up while we were talking about them? It happened as soon as Tsubasa let out an amused giggle. Wait, that sound. No way. Say his name and he appears. Tsubasa, run, this way. Let's go this way, go this way. Oh shit. Idiot. Wait, what? Oh, he's gonna come from up front. It's yep. I've played this game with you before, motherfucker. Oh ho ho ho. Oh, not today, psycho killer. What? Just how long are they gonna chase us? We ran feverishly as hard as we could, but the killer didn't let up. The roof is just past these stairs. There's nowhere to run after this. We can't let them get to us. I have to do something. I stopped running up the stairs, suddenly whirling around to look back at our pursuer. Woo! And kicked them with all my might. They tumbled down the stairs and fell in a heap at the bottom. Okay, now's our chance to finally capture them. They groaned in agony, but paralysis must have been set again because they made no effort to resist. We finally got you. Just give up. Takumi, Tsubasa, what happened? I heard a really loud noise and, was that the killer? Well, did we finally catch them? I'll explain everything later. Give me a hand here.
They're paralyzed, not dead.
This asshole killed our friends, damn it! Let me at him!
Let me get the mask off first. Ready?
Okay.
Oh shit. I placed my hands on the killer's helmet and slowly pulled it off. Who I saw underneath left me speechless. Oh.
YUGAMU?
YUGAMU? I mean, that tracks, but like, what the fuck? We peeled off the suit YUGAMU was wearing and brought him to the rec room. He was limp, breathing shallowly, but his expression seemed almost as if it had traces of a grin. We stood around YUGAMU as he recovered from his paralysis enough to talk. He kept his cool throughout, maintaining the same composure he always did. I can hardly believe this was your doing, Sir YUGAMU. I may have broken Rashnomatic bread with you, but I have no sympathy to spare. I shall avenge my fallen comrades. The holy Jumanji sword shall have your head. Okay, calm down, Kyoshika. We can't jump straight to beheadings. Why did you do this? What possible reasons could you have had? Say something, YUGAMU. I know you're not hurt that bad. Apologies, I was just trying to figure out where to start. Let me lead by saying I haven't killed anyone. What? Are you playing games, dude? What kind of idiot would believe that? Gaku's right. If that's true, why are you dressed like that? Why do you have the power saw? Let me start from the beginning. I'll explain everything, so hear me out. Just hear me out, bros. Fine, we'll listen, but you're on thin ice. The killer first appeared on day 16. Well, maybe it was already day 17 by then. It was late at night in the biolab. Takumi said he saw Hiriko get cornered by the killer there. That's right. Then we got into a struggle. In the end, they got away, but I managed to recover their weapon in the suit. I was with Gaku and Hyoshika during that time. You were? I was right here in the rec room on the night of day 16. You and Gaku invited me. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What were the three of you doing that late at night? Gaku said he found an adult video in the storeroom and wanted to have a watch party. Don't snitch on me, dude. Turns out it was just footage of cute critters. Not an adult video, but an animal video. Yes, they were precious little furballs. Although Sir Gaku seemed very disappointed. Okay, can we just move on with the story? Anyway, I was here in the rec room. We had headphones on, so we didn't notice any noise. Isn't that right, guys? Gaku and Kyoshika nodded. It seemed like YUGAMU was telling the truth so far. There's more. The next time the killer appeared was day 25, when Eva was killed inside of her cage. Right. I had nothing to do with her murder. However, after seeing her dead body, the murderous impulses inside of me began to resurface. I didn't remember exactly when I'd heard it, but something YUGAMU said in the cafeteria began to replay in my head.
If you can't help me out,
Ripe with overwhelming lust, I tried to find an outlet for my feverish mania. I believe it was day 38 when I finally found my solution. When I was just about to kill Gaku. What? You were seriously gonna kill me? Hang on. Day 38. Hang on. Hang on. Day 38. Was he the one that fucking killed Gaku in the killing game round? But wait, Eva wasn't dead then, so never mind. That was a different timeline. Fucking base, dude. Yeah, I was seconds away from going through with it. I had a lot of pent-up bloodlust. But the moment I saw the fear of death in his eyes, I noticed my dark desire was temporarily sated. Ah, this guy's a freak. How did you not remember that? Now that I think about it, he mentioned this in a conversation he had with Ima. He did say that. What about day 43 when Moko was killed? What were you doing then? I was in my room. I couldn't sleep that night because of the bloodlust festering deep inside of me. Then I heard Nozomi's shrieks and the sound of glass breaking, so I went to see what was going on. When I did, I found the killer's suit and power saw at the bottom of the pool. What, the stuff missing from the locker was in the pool? Why? So YUGAMU must have stolen it, correct? No, I didn't know the combination. Right, you weren't even in the room when Takumi set the code. Wait, I was chased by the killer the day Moko was killed. They had me cornered by the pool, so I shoved them aside and got away, but maybe when that happened, they fell in? I see. You might be right, but I wasn't concerned about the details. I had other things on my mind at the time, like taking the killer's things so I could dress up like them. Surely you're not telling us you pretended to be the killer just so you could see the looks of this fair and fulfill your desires. Sorry, I just couldn't hold back the urges inside of me. But I really wasn't gonna kill anyone. Just seeing your faces twisted up in despair was enough to satisfy me. Nothing you're saying makes any sense. What was your involvement in the murders of Takamaru, Kurara, and Shoma? I had nothing to do with Takamaru's death on day 51. I swear it. The first day I dressed up as the killer was day 64, the day Kurara was killed. We were on guard duty that night, right? You fell asleep, so I went with Kurara to the bathroom. I sensed the two of you were going to leave, so I pretended to sleep. I figured it would be my chance to enjoy the thrill of the chase. I quickly put on the suit I'd hidden in my room and chased you with the power saw. So you were the one chasing me in the hallway? That's right. I chased you like the killer would. And once I had you cornered in the defense room...
I finally got to see your terrified expression, filled with despair. my lust was sated. Was it as good for you as it was for me?
And what was the point where Takumi... Wait, is it this one? No, I think it's this one. Yeah. 64, you said, right? Which means that so he did it in day 64, which was when Kurara died. Wait, day 64. Oh, right, she wasn't found dead until, like, a couple days later, though, or something, right? So that means... So that means whoever it was in day 74 was actually onto something. Maybe. Once I had my fill, I hid the suit and power saw in my room and went back to the gym. That's all I know. So you really know nothing about Lady Kurara's death. Speak the truth or prepare to become rust on the blade of the holy Jumanji sword. I'm sorry, but I had nothing to do with her murder. I can't tell you anything. I had nothing to do with Shoma's death on day 77 either. Keep talking. What about Darmi on day 80 or the twins on day 83? When the fire started in that vaulting box, everyone scattered and ran away from the gym. I smelled an opportunity. You're kidding. You took advantage of the chaos to masquerade as the killer. Correct. I went back to my room, got the power suit and the saw. The suit and the power saw, and pretended to be the killer for a second time. I went inside and found Darmi and Takumi immediately. I felt bad knowing it would be my second time doing it to you, but you put on such a good performance the first time. I couldn't resist the chance to see you like that again. Seeing the enraptured look on Yugamu's face, I was at a complete loss for words, for so many reasons. Halfway through the chase, I told Darumi to run. I lured the killer, you, into chasing me alone. I managed to lose you somehow, then hid out in my room until the next morning, but Darumi... I don't know what happened after Darumi got away. Once I lost sight of you, Takumi, I gave up. I went back to my room, changed, and met up with everybody else. Right. The life sign count was 11 when Yugamu joined us. So Darumi was still alive at that point? And I had nothing to do with Ima and Kako either. I didn't do a thing to them. Is that everything? You're not hiding anything else? Scout's honor. You might not believe me, but I really didn't kill anyone. You don't seriously think we're okay with what you did, do you? I'm aware I crossed a line, but I couldn't stop myself. Those looks of terror and despair whenever I chased you. I needed them so badly. That's why I kept this from you guys. No other reason, I promise. You say that, but I feel betrayed. I'm not going to be able to forgive you and move on that easily. I'll accept any punishment you want to give. Torture me, whatever you need to do. But if it wasn't Yugamu who killed our friends, then who's the real killer? Suddenly, the image of the killer on day 16 crossed my mind. Were they still hiding inside the school? No, that wouldn't add up with the life sign count. Then what? Where are they? I'm getting rather lost. What are we doing with Sir Yugamu? I think we're gonna have to keep him separated from the group until we find the real killer. Of course, that should help with my little problem. How about we use that weird room on the first floor? We can lock it from the outside. The room with the strange devices from when we were at Kamakura General Hospital. That might be the perfect place to lock Yugamu up. Hey, mind if I take the power saw and Sudi was hiding? Well, I'll hide them someplace nobody can find them. Where's the proof that you're innocent? I don't have any, but the same goes for everybody here. Trust me, I know I'll be under suspicion if somebody else gets attacked. Fine, you can deal with them, Gaku. We'll take care of Yugamu. Yeah, that's fine with me. We handed the power saw and suit over to Gaku, then took Yugamu to the strange room. The strange storage. We put him inside and locked it securely from the outside. Nozomi would be the one in charge of the key. After that, we went back to the roof and met up with Gaku when he'd finished his task. We made sure everything had gone according to plan, then decided to call it a day. Nobody was any the wiser. But a shocking development was waiting for us right around the corner. Day 90. Mater. A happy ending. Happiness stopped being an option a long time ago. Anyway, I guess I should head over to the cafeteria. I need to give YUGAMU some food too. The only people in the cafeteria were Nozomi, Hiroko, and Kyoshiko. Morning, Takumi. Morning. No sign of Tsubasa or Gaku? They might be holed up in their rooms out of paranoia. Maybe, but I hope not. We still haven't worked out our strategy for Delsha. There's so much to think about that my brain feels like it's going to boil over. Neither of them were wearing their regular clothes. The same went for me. We had a little discussion before going our separate ways yesterday. At the end of it, we decided to wear our class armor, or artificial class armor in Nozomi's case, all day from now on. If everything YUGAMU told us was the truth, the killer was still out there somewhere. If they're not even showing up on the life sign total, they might even be... ghosts! Before I could finish that thought, I heard footsteps outside in the hall. Tsubasa burst in the cafeteria, breathless and with a grim look on her face. Tsubasa, what's got you in such a hurry? I just woke up and checked the life sign count. It's gone down to 6. What? Huh? The only ones missing were Gaku and YUGAMU, which meant... Let's search the school. We'll start with the nearby rooms. Everybody, stick together. We systematically opened every door in the school, making sure nothing was out of place. No more. I'm sick of it. I've had enough to spare for one lifetime. My heart was screaming with each door we opened. In the end, my prayers would go unanswered. Ah, shit. I mean, yeah!
So it was Gaku.
Yeah, it was Gaku. Let's blame him and leave it alone. Inside the library, we found the blood-soaked remains of Gaku Mariko, whatever. His body sliced to ribbons. I wouldn't say he was sliced to ribbons, but whatever. An unpleasant stench of blood emanated from his mangled corpse.
The revival-matic. It's pointless. We're too late.
Slowly, the world turned gray. It felt like my emotions died with Gaku. Why? If Gaku's been killed, that means YUGAMU's still alive. Let's make sure there's no sign he broke out of the room. We need to look for the power saw, too. Sir Takumi, how are you so composed? Sir Gaku's been killed.
All the crying and screaming in the world couldn't bring him back. So there's no point.
Are you being serious right now? Dog, it's Gaku. I'm not trying to sound heartless. I just want this to be over. Let's take him to the morgue. Help me out. Wait, before we do that, look here. There's signs of a struggle. Hiroko pointed to the nearby bookshelf. This shelf is way out of position, and there's books on the ground. Someone must have moved it intentionally. Maybe Gaku bumped into it while he was fighting the killer? No, there's multiple gouge marks on the back of the shelf. That's not natural. What do you mean? It's highly likely that Gaku hid the power saw and suit here. He must have gotten in a fight over them with the killer, resulting in these gouges. I see, so that's why he was killed here. And the power saw and suit got taken again? Maybe someone here has them. You're suspecting us now. It wasn't me. Can you prove that your hands are clean before pointing fingers, Lady Tsubasa? Enough. Suspecting each other serves no purpose. Hiroko and I lifted Gaku's body in silence. The others came to help soon after, but no one felt like talking. After bringing Gaku to the morgue, we went to the room where YUGAMU was locked up. YUGAMU's eyes went wide upon hearing the news of Gaku's murder, then he just stared down at the floor. There were no signs that he'd left the room, but our suspicion of one another was only growing. Our worst-case scenario just keep finding ways to get worse. There's no stopping it now. I survived another night, I guess. I let out a deep sigh after making sure my heart was still beating. It wouldn't surprise me if I was the next victim. They'd just kill me too. I was taken aback by the words that left my lips. What was I saying? I need to switch gears. I'll go to the cafeteria. Just you, Hiroko? Everybody's decided to eat in their rooms. Well, I figured this would happen. I assembled a light meal in my tray and sat in front of Hiroko. We were silent. The only sound in the cafeteria was the quiet clatter of our dishes. Then Hiroko calmly looked me in the eye.
I've been killed. Many times, actually.
Huh?
Would it make more sense if I told you that I lived through a different past? Similar to how you time traveled from yours?
I mean, I've seen the timeline laboratory.
Hold on. This is a lot out of nowhere.
Hiroko experienced something like I did? It was also sudden that I couldn't follow. She didn't seem to be joking, but I remember everything about the past I saw. Not that it's a pleasant memory. Is that what you've been hiding? Memories came to me on day 3.
Oh,
I was killed, and I remembered what I said at the end clear as day.
this was another failed timeline. Just like the others. Maybe it was a mistake for us to stay in this school to begin with. Maybe we all should have left. I'm going to do it over again. As many times as it takes. I'll bring an end to all of these horrific histories. I'll do it someday. Mark my words.
You've been repeating the past. And failing.
I thought that by staying in this school, history would repeat itself. I wanted to stop that from happening. So I sprayed a warning on the blackboard.
You did that!
That threatening message.
That's right. I wrote it.
Huh. I wanted to tell you sooner. That's why I asked you to meet me that night. The day Hiroko asked me to see her, Nozomi wanted to talk to me that night too. But then Yugamu showed up, so I couldn't say anything. After that, I lost my nerve. I couldn't do it.
You kept this to yourself all this time? But why tell only me?
I blame my ego.
Hiroko.
Sorry.
With that, Hiroko left the cafeteria, carefully avoiding making eye contact with me. I had no idea what she had to apologize for, but one thing was clear enough. She seems like she's hurting. She'd been holding this all by herself, memories of a brutal series of events. After seeing vulnerability in Hiroko for the first time, I couldn't bring myself to push her any further. I was worried she might break. The announcement changed. I guess the countdown will begin soon. We've got more problems than just the invaders now. It had been another day of almost no progress. We still hadn't solved our Dulcia problem, but there were too many other things to worry about. I can't believe Hiroko time traveled too. But looking back, the things she said and did that hadn't made sense before all added up now. What happened in the timeline she lived through? And why bring it up now? Well, I was a few steps behind. My head hurts. Unable to get my thoughts in order, I gave up and closed my eyes. Before long, I fell asleep. Teamwork I've cultivated with my allies? Is that supposed to be satire? I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. Someone might be there. Oh, the announcement. Okay. Verily. So. Totally, right? Just as I left my room, I could hear Kyoshika and Tsubasa talking in the distance. Kyoshika seems to be excitedly telling Tsubasa something. I wonder what. Did something else happen? Sir Takumi, perfect timing. Can you come with us? Wait, where are we? Just hurry.
The door.
I came to bring Sir YUGAMU
Oh.
his meal, but then...
Let's go in.
Ah, shit. We opened the broken door and saw Yugamu, covered in blood, face down and lifeless.
YUGAMU.
Yeah, of course, I expected as much. Just like everyone else before him, his body was sliced to ribbons. Hiriko, Nozomi, you're here. Yeah, we were the first to hear the news from Kyoshika. You can probably tell, but he's lost all his cryptoglobin. We can't revive him. Let's get him to the morgue right away. I feel bad leaving him like this. Right, we need to make a grave marker as well. Wow, really phoning it in. No one lost their composure anymore. No tears flowed. Even the anger was gone. We just accepted the death of our friend and dealt with it matter-of-factly. We were used to this now. The death of YUGAMU was just another part of our day. I don't want to do anything. Lying listlessly in bed, I suddenly realized it was long past bedtime. Invaders, humanity, whatever. I just want this to be over with already. Just then I felt a familiar presence I hadn't felt in a while. I sat up and there he was, standing in the corner of my room. I knew it. It's been a while. Right, I guess it has been for you. What do you mean by that? I've been watching you all this time. I know what's happened. But you must not remember. Yeah, you might have been watching us, but we haven't been able to see you. What do you need anyway? Did you find some kind of clue about the killer? Unfortunately, even I'm not sure what's going on or why. No matter what happens, all I can do is watch over you. Nothing more. Is that what you came here to tell me?
I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
With a sad look on his face, the undying flame boy abruptly vanished. What's up with him? Unwilling to frustrate myself thinking about it, I pulled the blanket over myself and closed my eyes. I wanted to forget reality, to forget everything, and find refuge in sleep. The morning announcement hadn't played yet. The sun was only just coming up, and right on cue. No! The sound!
Intruder.
An enemy attack? Is Dasha finally here? We don't have any plan for dealing with him at all. Damn it, I'm just gonna have to go. I dashed out of my room and ran as fast as I could and headed to the war room. Dalsha has come, but the alarm sounded this time. It really startled me. Looks like he brought some minions with him. This fight is gonna be harder than last time. We have fewer numbers and no plan. We're just gonna have to go for it, do or die. Wait, about that, we do have one strategy we can use. Remember that external storage device we recovered from that invader? Well, I finished analyzing the data on it. No one mentioned anything to me about an external storage device. Luckily, the data survived, and I was able to retrieve some confidential information. I learned a lot. I'll spell you the details, but I used that knowledge to develop a bioweapon. That sounds familiar.
I looked into it and found that
Yeah.
I succeeded in formulating a poison.
Yeah. Once I understood the cell's weak point, I figured I should get to work on something. Nozomi helped me out. Lady Nozomi? Why? Because Tsubasa asked me to. It's not much, but I do have some experience with medicinal research. I'm the ideal candidate for working on a poison that affects cryptoglobin, because I don't have much of it myself. We did make a poison that Nozomi tricked a commander into consuming during my previous 100 days here, but... What's the plan this time? We turn the poison into a gas and have Dalsha breathe it in. We've made a trap we can place. We can position it and activate it at any time using a remote control. I'm gonna find a place to set this. Once it's in place, I'll need you to get him to step near it. We'll activate it once everyone's gotten some distance. That should be enough to get him to inhale the poison. Can we pull it off with the small group we have now? We'll just have to try. It's better than standing around getting killed. You're right. It's very much worth trying, but why didn't you say anything before? Because of the whole killer thing. I kept the info under wraps as a precaution. I wasn't sure it would even work out. It's a gamble. Thank you both so much. Now we just have to find a way to make this work. Yeah, let's do this. I don't want to have any regrets. Forget about everything else and give it everything you've got. It's time for a defensive battle.
God of the planet, hear my plea.
We were literally saying this already. Sorry I'm so impatient. I have to leave soon. Part of me is hoping this route will wrap up soon, but somehow I don't think that's the case.
Come, prepare to die.
Here we go, everybody. We have to stop him.
Yes.
It worked! The poison worked!
Let us all strike in unison. Wait. There's still gas lingering in the vicinity. We'll be hurt if we try to attack now. We'll finish him after it clears. First, let's take care of the enemies in the vicinity.
Incredible. I never would have guessed there was a poison that could work on me. I underestimated you.
Everybody, all together now!
Looks like it's time to settle things once and for all. Who will survive? You or I? Let us see what the answer is.
Not like this!
You win.
So, I've lost. The time of my destruction is upon me at last. I gave this battle everything I had. I have no regret.
Ah, shit. Again with this.
Schness.
A disgraceful end. Pitiful.
Veshna stamped on the commander's desecrated corpse with a sneer.
Everyone, prepare to attack!
There's no need to rush. I don't intend to fight you yet.
Huh?
I am preparing an event. A ritual, if you will, to usher in my ascension to godhood. Our battle will take place then.
What are you talking about?
Be calm. The time is soon. Wait with bated breath, so that you may behold my birth as the one true god!
I don't wanna. With that declaration, Veshna turned and left. Honestly, after seeing her walk away, god damn, I mean, I felt relieved. Right. Everything hurts. I was resting in bed, recovering from our long, brutal battle. We managed to defeat Dalsha somehow, but the time to settle things with Veshna was getting closer. Our only option is to fight. I know that, but even if we beat Veshna and manage to survive, what do we have left to live for? Suddenly, the faces of all our dead friends flashed through my mind. Is there really any point to playing out the rest of this worst-case scenario? No, I have to stop thinking about this. My head is starting to hurt again. I'm sleepy too, and though that may be from all the fighting. It's too early to sleep, but I don't have any appetite either, so I'll just rest here. Deciding to abandon all thought, I pulled out the blankets and curled into a ball. Eventually, I passed out like a light. 94. I don't think we're gonna end this before I have to leave. Join hands with my comrades? There's only 5 of us left. A pointless complaint left my mouth before I could stop it. On top of that, my body still hurt. The exhaustion from yesterday's battle wasn't gone yet. No, I need to get up, otherwise the whole day will go by while I'm in bed. I push myself to get out of bed, getting ready for the day. Maybe somebody's in the cafeteria. I should go see. Is that? No! No! The moment I stepped out of my room, I saw Tsubasa, Nozomi, and Hiriko all standing stock still. Like they always do, because they're cardboard cutout people. What are they looking at? I followed their gazes until... That's the door to Kyoshika's room. You can't be serious.
Kyoshika? Hey, Kyoshika!
I hurried into her room, already half suspecting what I'd find inside. No!
No.
Kyoshika's corpse was laid on the floor with a tormented expression, her body shredded like all the others.
Kyoshika!
The others had followed me into the room, now stunned by the wretched scene before them. It's just like what happened to Yugamu. The killer broke down the door with a power saw and killed her. Wait, wouldn't be able to hear someone breaking down a door with a power saw? Now that you mention it, I saw Kyoshika in the cafeteria last night. We went back to the roof together, so I think she must have been killed after that. When was that exactly? I think it was around 9 p.m. when we met in the cafeteria. We had a late dinner because of the defensive battle. We got back to our rooms after 10. I went to sleep right away. I was already sleeping before 9. I didn't wake up until morning. I was really sleepy yesterday too. I went to bed early, but how did we not hear anything? Even if we were tired from the fight, the sound of a door being sawed down would have been fairly loud. Kyoshika would have gotten up and ran if she'd heard it. The more I think about it, the less it adds up. Well, let's think more about this later. For now, I'd rather we do something with the body. Yeah, you're right. Let's do that. After we brought Kyoshika to the morgue and made a small gravestone, we gathered in the cafeteria. The life sign counts down to 4. There's so few of us left. Yeah, it's sad, but I don't know what we should do. I couldn't think of anything to say. I'm too depressed with myself to cheer anyone else up. I'm just one big mess of confusion. By the way, what are you up to, Hiriko? I just wanted to check on something. Hiriko seemed to be inspecting the water cooler in the cafeteria. Is there something off about it? Looks fine to me. I'm curious about what's inside. Tsubasa, could you lend me a hand? What do you need? We're gonna find out what's in the water. All of you, come to the biolab. With that, Hiriko exited the cafeteria with a cup of water in hand. And soon after... Nozomi and I just stood in silence as we watched Tsubasa and Hiriko at work. I was curious about what they were doing, but I didn't want to interrupt. Just then, Tsubasa raised her head in shock. No way! I knew it. What is it? What did you find? We detected sleep medicine in the water from the cooler. Sleep medicine? The slow-acting kind, too. It takes time to kick in after being ingested. You mean the reason we didn't wake up last night is... Because we drank this drugged water. Someone laced it in advance. So they went after Kyoshika knowing the drug would keep us asleep. That explains why I was so unusually sleepy. They really will go to any lengths to kill us. I suddenly remembered what Darumi had said. They're killing us one by one, savoring each kill. No, it can't be them. Takumi, what's wrong? Nothing. Sorry. Never mind. And then there were 4. I could very well be next. All I can do is hold on to this terror and wait for time to pass. 5 days left till day 100. What kind of ending awaits us then? Day 95. Morning already. I sat upright and barely managed to drag my heavy body out of bed. I should head to the cafeteria. Gotta make sure everyone's okay. When I got to the cafeteria, Hiriko was eating alone. Oh, morning, Hiriko. Have you seen Tsubasa and Nozomi? Yeah, just now. Everyone's okay this morning. That's good. I can't let my guard down, but at least I can rest easy for a minute. Feeling like I could eat a leisurely breakfast in peace, I approached the Rashtomatic, but... there's nothing I want to eat. This feeling again. I'm hungry, but nothing appeals to me. What's the matter? Oh, nothing big. I'm hungry, but I can't find anything I want to eat. I'm sure it'll go away in time. I'll just have a protein shake or something.
Oh?
Takumi, I want you to go somewhere with me. Right now? Yuriko gave a small nod. Follow me, if you trust me, that is. Yuriko brought me to our friend's resting place, the morgue. Before me were the remains of all the people we lost to the killer. God damn. This was maybe the last place I wanted to be. Why did Yuriko bring me here? 11 people were killed by the killer, including the commander we took prisoner. But there's a clear difference between them. There is? It might be hard to tell, but look closely at their wounds. With that, Yuriko rearranged the bodies one by one. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh?
What do you notice about their injuries? Well, they're sliced clean. They're pretty deep because of the power saw. Look here next. Come, take a good look and tell me what you see. Just like the others, the next body was riddled with wounds that dug deep into the flesh. At a glance, they all looked the same, but looking closely, I suddenly realized something was different. The wounds on this one are messy stabs. Right. The power saw isn't the killer's only weapon. What? These wounds were likely caused by a dagger or something similar. Why would they use different weapons? That's all I can tell you. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself. But, hey, Hiriko? With that, Hiriko turned and left the room. What does it all mean? Back in my room, I was thinking hard in bed. Something was bothering me. A dagger? I know I've seen something like that somewhere. My gaze wandered in search of an answer until I landed on my desk drawer. Oh, of course, a dagger. I remembered the diary entry in the drawer. I knew it. The killer in this diary had the same kind of weapon. I thought this diary was a work of fiction, or more accurately, that was what I wanted to believe. But it didn't seem like mere coincidence. Does the killer from this diary exist in real life?
Who wrote this? And when? How long has the killer been around?
Yuriko must have figured out the truth, but she avoided giving me the straight answer. Is there some reason she feels like she can't talk to me? I don't understand any of this. My head hurts so bad. Day 96. What time is it? I pried open my heavy lids to look at the clock. It was just before noon. Right, I spent all day yesterday in deep thought. I must have passed out. I feel like I slept too much, but there's no sense in dwelling on it. I should get ready. I left my room, but all I did was stroll around the school, never coming across anyone. We were all keeping to ourselves, unsure of who the killer could be. I wonder where Hiriko is. I wanted to continue our conversation from yesterday about the killer's weapons. She didn't seem to be in her room. Maybe I'll find her in the cafeteria? I was thinking out loud, walking the halls until... Takumi. Hiriko, you scared me. I was just about to go looking for you. Me? What for? It's about our discussion yesterday. I want you to tell me what it means. I've thought about it, but I just can't get the pieces to come together. You figured it out, right? Fine, come with me. Hiriko took me to the classroom where she'd once written that threatening message. Do you remember when YUGAMU got the killer's suit and power saw? I'm pretty sure it was the day Moko was killed, day 43. Right. Moko's wounds came from the power saw, which means YUGAMU picked it up after she was killed. In other words, after killing Moko, the killer lost their suit and weapon for whatever reason. But they had the opportunity to get them back. When do you think that could have been? After we caught YUGAMU and took the things from him. Gaku said he was going to hide them. The killer threatened Gaku into showing them where the killer power saw was hidden, the library. Then the two of them got into a scuffle, and Gaku was killed, with the stolen power saw. Basically, from day 43 until day 89, the killer didn't have those items on them. Well, the people killed during that time were Takamaru, Kurara, Shoma, Darumi, Imo, and Kako. You saw the wounds on their body, right? They were all killed with something like a dagger. Because the killer didn't have their power saw? None of you noticed. You thought Yugamu was the killer, even though he was just impersonating them. When did you realize this? When we found Takamaru's body. I noticed that the wounds on his bodies weren't like Eva's or Moko's, but I couldn't say anything. Why not? Because that would mean the real killer and the person we saw in the suit Yugamu were two different people. What's the problem with that? They were two different people. If you just told us, we might have been able to save everybody that got killed after Takamaru. Don't you think I know that? But still, I couldn't tell you. Why not? Because if everybody knew there was both a killer and an imposter...
Then it would ruin the alibis of anyone who said they saw the killer.
Huh?
Then they'd be a potential suspect. So I couldn't say anything.
Wait, Hiriko? Hiriko looked down, turned on her heel, and ran away. Okay. After that, I tried looking for her, but time just ticked away as I searched aimlessly. I couldn't get over what she'd said. Was she covering for someone? That would mean she was trying to hide the true identity of the killer. But why would she do that? Was she connected to them somehow? Why? I have a bad feeling about this. Day 97. It was day 97. A new day was beginning, but there I was, still lying in bed. What are we supposed to do with just the four of us? We still have to fight Veshnus. We're anything but united. I haven't seen Nozomi in 2 days. I don't know what I should do anymore. The situation has everyone completely exhausted. We're doing everything we can just to keep sane.
Help me. Hiruko.
I was calling her name without even realizing it. Then I left my listless body sink further into the bed. Slowly closed my eyes. What the heck? I suddenly woke up to the sound of my door being pounded furiously.
Takumi! Open up, please!
Nozomi? Her voice sounded desperate. I rushed over to open the door. And there she was, her face pale. What's wrong? What is it? Please, come with me. Where? Nozomi didn't answer. She just silently walked off. I matched that silence as I walked with her. There's nothing inside of me but dread, but I can't run away. I was brought to the metal shop. Inside, I saw... Ah, shit!
Tsubasa.
Not Tsubasa. Tsubasa was face down, not breathing, her body covered in cuts. One glance at the profuse quantity of blood was enough to tell that we couldn't bring her back. I found her. The lights had been on in here for a while, so I took a look inside. Hiriko? All I did was find her. That said, I know none of us can prove our alibis. Hey, if the killer really is one of us, why don't we search all of our rooms? We should be able to find the murder weapon that way. Then we'll know who's really doing this. There's no guarantee they're hiding it in their room. Besides, what if the killer is deliberately hiding it in someone else's room? Huh? You mean to frame somebody else? I'm just throwing out suggestions, but it's not impossible. We wouldn't be able to say it was definitive proof in that case. Let's get her out of here. Once we were done transporting Tsubasa to the morgue, we immediately went our separate ways. Only 3 of us left. The killer was probably laughing at us. I wonder what they felt when they saw us suffer in despair like this. I ran out of time. I hate blue balling y'all like this with 2 days left in the route, but I actually have to leave now. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for hanging out. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world. Y'all chose to spend your time with me. I appreciate you for it. And I don't know when I'm going to stream this next. Like I said, it's going to be impromptu for a little bit because I want to try and get through as much of it as possible before I completely burn out, which is coming soon. I can feel myself burning out. Not that the game's bad or anything, just that I've been playing it for like 3 months straight. And I don't feel like I'm anywhere close to the end. In fact, I know I'm nowhere close to the end. You know what? I guess we can have this conversation now, before we leave. So I said before that I've been a little bit naughty, right? That I did some homework just to see how much longer of the game I have left to go through. And I've come to the conclusion that I'm drawing a line in the sand, and there will be a Season 3. I didn't spoil myself on too much, but I did give myself a general gist of what all was left, and... Hang on. Hang on. Not you. Not you. Hang on. You? You. Season 3. That's the decision I've come to. Anyway, take care of yourselves. Be good to one another. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye-bye.